So I see us.
Okay, great. We are live here on the Ripple Effect. David Kirsten here with my esteemed co-host Erika Gimbel, and we were just regrouping on a couple things, and we're excited to bring you another episode of the Ripple Effect, where small changes make a big impact over time. And Erika, how are you?
I'm good. I just posted to one of my Facebook groups. So that was me looking distracted. Hi. How do you do?
Good, good. Hopefully you don't hear that washer in the background. I got some laundry going, but um, I'm
I don't hear it. I don't
okay.
hear it in the background, but it's so nice that we can do these things as we do our life. Like, why not? Do some laundry. Life is happening. Why not?
Yeah, yeah, good.
No worries.
Well, give us a quick check in about what you've been up to this week and lately. I know you have some. I saw your great new newsletter that I really love the look of it, using some yellow and talking about all the events that you have going on, which we're going to talk about. But then you went for a swim. You've been doing some swimming 2 or 3 times a week. But
Yeah, I really feel so grateful that there's this local US swim coach, Marsha Benjamin, and her swim team is called Memo, Marsha's Enthusiastic Masters of Oakland. She used to be teaching at Laney before uh, before this time, and now the pools have made themselves available to Memo team over in Alameda. So I go swim like 4 times a week, and it's so awesome. Like, I'm in love with this experience I'm having. So it's nice to be in love. And it's a really great group. We get our temperatures taken before we enter the pool. We've stayed very safe. I've been doing this for once a week. I was doing it for about 2 months. And now, this beginning of April, I've been swimming 3 or 4 times a week with this program. And there's room for people. If you're interested, you can contact Marsha with the Memo Swim Team. I believe that's the website. I can look that up, but yeah, you can contact Marsha or just ask me and I'll help you with getting her info.
okay, yeah, I do have a pool here in Orinda that I have
Beautiful
access
pool.
to, so I'm looking at doing that. I would like to have some more, swim workouts, but I'm not quite there yet. I've been kind of taking some time for self care, and I continue to progress in my workouts. So I've been using that 60-pound kettlebell, which and I continue to go up in my reps and things. So I'm excited about working with the guys from TNT Fitness to continue to get stronger and really focus on the strength training. So I and then I am doing the shred this week, as we're going to talk about in a little bit. So I had a cup of coffee earlier, but I've been paring back on the coffee, and I'm more relaxed now, and I'm not quite as like just trying to look at a summer schedule to really build in some time to kind of reflect and work on some long-term programs. We do have our May 18th event coming up, which we're going to talk a little bit more about, but I think it's important for us to kind of regroup and enjoy a little bit of downtime, and that enables us to expand our vision, so to speak, and work on kind of the bigger picture of things, which I see as really my health and family and the long-term health and growth of our business, with a kind of a livable and a pleasurable life, so to speak. So,
Yeah, that's awesome. The balance, the work-life balance is everything, right? Um, you just said a lot of things, David. So yeah, I'm so glad you're taking some time off. I'm so glad you're getting in the balance. And Yeah, I don't know if you wanted me to respond to anything you were just saying, but I just appreciate that we've come through what more than a year of this pandemic, and we're staying as healthy as we can.
Yeah, I mean, I do see the ripple effect as a platform for this type of, check in. So I do appreciate it because it kind of puts me in this mindset, connecting with somebody like you who believes in these same things. It's almost like the church of the healthy, so to speak, so
Oh
we
yeah,
have,
I wanted to give
yeah.
you one of my super tips. Are you
Okay.
ready for? So,
Okay.
something you can do alongside of this shred program that you're gonna step into is get a tall glass of filtered water, add a little squeeze of lemon, a little splash of apple cider vinegar, and a little splash of unsweetened cranberry juice in a
Okay.
tall glass of water or your thermos if you're going out, and it just kind of creates this beautiful alkalinization, and it tastes kind of amazing too. It's like, so right now I have some lemon in here, and I will add some apple cider vinegar and some unsweetened cranberry juice later, but it's so good. And I highly recommend it alongside what you're doing for the shred, because it just will it's like a great alternative to your coffee.
Yeah, I'll have to write down that recipe again. Could you mind repeating that quick formula for me?
Well,
The
sure, I'll send you a picture so you can
Okay.
see it by picture, okay?
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and I can
I
include it in the chat for people.
I do love having those new things to kind of prepare, and they just put us in this kind of new frame that we need to be in to be successful. And some of these things, that's why I love all your recipe books and just seeing what you're eating. How you were talking about you were eating a spicy salad, you eat all this great stuff that's so inspiring. And which did kind of bring me to the shred here, that you're doing a new shred. I got some messages on Marco Polo, which you use, this great app. I will check in on that. You
Good.
mind tell us about the shred and what I should be doing for the shred and what others are doing, what you're doing on the
Well,
shred?
okay, so remember remember what Eddie
And
is.
and I do know probably 80% of it, but I need to hear it again
You need to hear it
nonetheless.
again. Okay, well, remember what our esteemed, beloved Eddie Izzard says about things like that are challenging, right? Eddie Izzard was doing some ultra marathons for charity. And Eddie Izzard said that we have a joke that running ultra marathons is 90% mental, and then the other 10% is in your head. So it's all mental. This thing called the shred, it's mental and it's in your head, so just remember, it's all about taking your little steps towards healthy lifestyle shifts. So that's it. Don't shit on yourself. Like, okay, there's some guidelines of gluten free, dairy free, caffeine free, alcohol free. I would say the top two are the most important: gluten free and dairy free. And there's reasons behind each and every one of those things. And then the other stuff is reducing or cutting out all refined sugars, and even even cut out stevia, like extra stevia, like things that are cut out all the things that are additives, and your taste buds start to reset. I was just listening to this, the Food Revolution Summit is on right now, and it doesn't take a long time for your taste buds to reset. And doing that, taking away some of those things that just kind of dull your taste buds or get you craving and addicted to sugar, it's so easy to create a reset. I mean, when you really taste that apple, you really taste that whatever that vegetable or that fruit is, your taste buds can light up and very quickly recover. So you start to taste the sugars and the salts that are coming right from those plants. So I can't wait for you to, embrace that experience and to share with me what you notice, because that's really what this is about. It's an awareness game, just like meditation is an awareness practice. This clean food eating, it opens up your awareness for even cleaner eating, you know? So I just love doing this with people. We do it every month, and we're doing this one late in April, so it's gonna feed over into May, this shred.
Yeah, something that's I've really valued about it and seen that's important in the past is to really celebrate every victory. And that's what I love about that Marco Polo. Like, say you had, it was day one and you made a change, get on Marco Polo and tell everybody in that community what you did and how you're feeling, how you're excited about it. Because otherwise, if we don't do things differently, we just slip into our old patterns. So I plan on sharing some of those successes too. And I find if you make some of those major key changes, that leads to the ability to make those other changes too. For example, if you just say, okay, I'm not going to have bread and sugar this week, and you do those, and say if you only do those, that'll like open up other things that you don't crave as much, like less caffeine, or you don't have this kind of boom and bust cycle for me where a lot of it's kind of driven around work and caffeine and stuff. So the healthier I can be to kind of step back and go, okay, well, I'm going to do things differently. I just see some big results there. So
Cool. And I would love to see what you're doing with the kettlebell, and I'll show you what I'm doing with some of the things I'm doing. We could trade, you know, moves, so to speak, because
yeah, yeah, no, I'd be happy to. I
yeah.
really feel like this is a almost a trade secret workout here with Liam, but I will give him full credit, and I won't say it on the air, but I'll tell you about it when we talk. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So
It's
if you want
it's
me to show people a little bit about Marco Polo, do you want me to do that?
Yeah, yeah. Look, get it queued up. I did want to say one more thing about the
Sure.
workout that I think the big difference in some of the workouts I've made is now I'm doing three heavy, like strength training workouts a week that are pretty heavy. And I'm looking at maybe going to like a floating schedule. So, because if you do that every week, you can get burnt out. So to do it every 2 or 3 days. So it's kind of finding what works. It's like part of our evolution because we don't want to get too burnt out. I was talking to Liam about it, and I think it's, there's different programs that we need to do. Like you're on the, triathlon and swimming, and, this is more of a strength training. So I think it's just trying different things and finding out what works with it, but then tweaking it as we need to make it kind of livable. So, um,
It's all
anyway,
good. I'm so glad
yeah,
that you're
yeah.
doing that. And what are you noticing from doing the TNT thing 3 times a week? Like what do you experience in your body from doing the strength training?
Really, the big thing I noticed this week was the endurance increase because I've been combining it with running too, like 2 times a week. So I can do like the same heavy amount of weight. So I did, like 50, 20 squats with that 60-pound kettlebell. And I can do that like 3 or 4 times in a row now, where before I would do 20, then I'd go to 15, then I'd go to 10. So I know from past experience, when your endurance starts getting a lot better, that's when you're making a big breakthrough, so that's the big thing I've noticed this week. But, yeah. Then you feel better about that because you go, it's great to be able to progress and go, okay, well, this hard work's paying off, and of course I have other things that I need to work on, of course. But
What do you feel
yeah,
emotionally from doing that? What's the emotional um what are you noticing emotionally? Like how do you feel in your emotional state?
I feel good. I mean, most of it, the time, if I don't do a workout or get outside, then I feel a lot worse, So it's just brings you peace of mind. And like later that day, you think, oh man, that was a good workout this morning. Like I feel good about myself that I got that done. And, initially going into the workout, because I took some time off, I didn't think I kind of had the strength in me, but it can be so good to take some time off too, so we were talking about different things, and to maybe take a week off and just do some walking or very light stuff that you get outside, kind of self-care. Then you come back and you're even stronger. And that's kind of what I did. And so it's exciting. I mean, I I still want to get these all these other pieces together so I can get to my long-term goals, and that's why the shred's good timing here with this beautiful weather. A big thing I was just doing before the ripple effect here was just sitting out in the sun for a half hour and just soaking up some sun, and it brings so much calm and peace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there is a beautiful meditation that you can do, but not, I wouldn't do that the brightest part of the day. I would do it like a little earlier or later. But this idea of you have your eyes closed and you're rolling your eyes back and forth in different directions while you have your eyes closed, so you don't burn your retina, but you literally turn your face right into the sun, and you're taking in the energy of the sun's rays. It's a visualization, but you can just literally imagine the sun's rays bathing your nervous system, which is going all throughout your body. And this friend of mine, Claudia Mansbach, she's a Chine Sung practitioner. She taught me that, and it's such a beautiful meditation. We'd go to the pool and we'd literally sit there before swimming or after swimming and just take in the rays of the sun, and it was so calming. I
yeah,
have to go do that.
that being present in nature or in the sun is so not magic.
Yeah, well, besides that vitamin D,
Yeah,
there's a lot to it, and it can just, you could just imagine the bathing that it's giving your body in a good way, like a positive, loving blanket of kindness. So,
beautiful. And
yeah.
we got about 5 more minutes here, but it's just a quick time check. But I did want to ask you about some of your events coming up. I know I saw some of them in your beautiful new newsletter. You've been doing some great new marketing and other pieces that your virtual assistant's been helping you with. But could you just give us a recap on your events and what their events are about, and maybe how to sign up or um,
Sure. Well, I'm so glad you like my newsletter. Thank you for actually looking at it and reading it. I so appreciate how you are my champion in all the things I do in my very small, slow paced marketing. Like, I'm definitely a very resistant person in that realm. I'm much more into, the healing work that I do. So I really feel seen when you say that you like my newsletter. Thank you. So yeah, May 7th is, it's coming up. May 7th is the Gather Spring Showcase. And I am a creator within this community. There's creators and contributors to this beautiful community of all women, but everyone's invited to the showcase and it's free to register. And if you want the special VIP box, I think that's $29, and you get like a pre-event little box of goodies. And I have some of my healthy gummies in there, by the way. So yeah, I'll include the link in the chat so people can see that to register. I hope you'll register, David. It'll be good networking for anyone who comes, and connecting and community. And I get to give a piece. I'm doing a piece about prayer medicine, like using our prayers as medicine for healing and sanity. That's the title of my talk. So I'm doing that on May 7th, and it's a long, it's a 9 to 4 p.m. event. So there's going to be many other speakers. About half of them are health professionals, and the other half are business professionals of all different types of business. So I highly recommend it, for to come and to connect, and it's a whole new group of people for you to meet, David.
and what time is it on the 7th? Or
uh
what are that
9
times?
a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can come for a little bit of, or all of it, but hopefully you get to come for most of it.
Yeah, I'll
And
put it on my calendar and do let me know when you're speaking. I'd love to hear you.
yes, I will find out. And we'll get the lineup soon. I'm going to be on a tech call in just a minute. And May 15th is another free event, and that is called Let's Talk Mental Health. And there's going to be a panel of mental health providers, and it'll be some really good discussion. And this organizer who created this is Tanya Tyus Parker, and she's doing this with NAMI, the National Association for Mental Illness. And so it'll be really a good, juicy discussion about mental health support and destigmatizing getting support and therapy. And we are so working to have accessibility for all and inclusivity for all. So so that's May 15th. And then right after that, May 17th, that week, Monday through Friday, I'm offering a healing soiree every day, Monday through Friday for 1 hour. I'll have this healing soiree where people will get to do a little bit of a deeper dive with me. So I hope that people get jazzed up and curious and ask me questions and come on over. I have a once or twice a month, I have a radical self-care Zoom, and that's now on Wednesdays at 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific. So that's a lot of stuff coming up. And also just reach out to me through all the ways you can reach out to me is a great way to find out more.
Okay, great. Well, send me whatever links you want me to put in the
Yes, sir.
comments, or just drop them in the comments. And, I do need to, I don't know if there's a way to like send out calendar links, or I got to add those things to my calendar. So when I add them there, I'll put them on my calendar.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's some a lot of stuff I just talked about, and I'm learning more and more how to bring it to the world what I'm offering. So it's all about healing and being of service and loving, bringing my love to people. And I think this is such a great time to get support and to, yes, to beef up your immune system and to take your steps, whatever they are. So what are your events? Do we have time for that, or do you have to run?
I got another minute here. I just have
Okay.
our May 18th event coming up that
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make a live event on, that called Image Maker. It's really on becoming a speakerpreneur, which you're participating in. Katarina Rando's doing the keynote on that, and Corey is also going to be involved, and my business coach Podna Leitner. So, you know, um, I will be starting to do some more promotion around that event, but I'm looking
Cool.
forward to having some more live in-person events at some point. I'm working on an event which is going to be released sometime soon here, a big event in the summertime. So no details yet on that, but I'll keep you posted.
Are you going to come do the duathlon with me down in Long Beach?
Um yeah, I'm looking at that. I gotta still add that one to my calendar. Yeah, July is when I'm gonna be off. Yeah. So yeah.
It's called the Legacy something or other, Long Beach Legacy. So that's how you look it up. Okay, David. Well, I'm so excited to get to share with you today, and just keep asking me questions and get on the Marco Polo so you can get right in there, and you have so much to say about what's going on. And we love the truth. The truth will set you free.
Okay, beautiful. Well, with that, I'm gonna let us wrap up the ripple effect, and I appreciate the insights and everything, Erica. So we'll talk soon.
Okay, take care, David. Thank you.